Taste Buds. I'm Terry Baez. I'm a food critic on the Central Coast. Each week, I share my dining experiences with a partner who I call my taste bud. Now I'm sharing my rarest Epicurean delights with you. My culinary tourism has taken me to some wonderful restaurants, both big and small. Join us while my buds and I taste the world. Taste Buds will feature my dining treasures as food and wine experts test my palate, give me their opinions, and open their kitchens. For over 30 years, it's been Tim Rooney's dream to open an Irish pub, ever since he and his college roommate had one in their dorm room. Rooney's is a beautiful pub and restaurant with a traditional feel and an adventurous menu. Rooney's is a superior gastro pub with spectacular food, combined with wonderful beer and custom cocktails that go far beyond anything one might expect in a pub. The walls are brimming with Irish wit. May this food restore our strength, giving new energy to tired limbs and new thoughts to weary minds. Hey, fancy meeting you here.
Well, hello, Terry. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Joel?
Great, thank
you.
you.
Joel's joining me at Rooney's Irish Pub in downtown Orchid, and he's my taste bud today because he possesses a skill that I do not. He is a mixologist and a sommelier and a big foodie.
Yes, definitely. I work for Southern Wine Spirits, key account for the Central Coast, and I love Rooney's, and I can't wait to see what you guys have today.
So we're going to be trying 3 different beers with 3 different kinds of their food, and then we're going to try 3 cocktails, craft cocktails, but made by Mason the bartender, with some food also, and it's going to be a grand time.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Definitely.
One of the fun things about making beer is like pairing beer. It's like pairing wine, beer pairs with so many things even better than wine. And that's one thing we do on our appetizer. We take our appetizers and we pair it with one of our special house-made beer.
And you're making all of this beer.
We make all these in-house. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Oh, we love it. That's the fun days when you get back there making beer. Just coming up with different collaborations and different stuff you want to pair it with, and you kind of let the brewer kind of lose control and add whatever he wants to come up with different concoctions.
Well, tell us about what you have going on right now.
The first one that we have here is this is our house sausage board.
Okay.
We're pairing this with our house blonde. Blonde is, like I said, it's one of our lighter complected beers. Kind of goes with everything. On this one, you've got 3 different sausages, linguiça brat, and a chicken, and a pretzel, all pretty mild. The blonde pairs nicely with the yeast in the bread.
Are you making these pretzels here too?
We make them here in-house.
Nice.
And you saw some of the spent grain that came out of
That's
the beer.
right, I tried some of that.
We use the spent grain in the pretzels that we make.
Nice. And this
Very
is
fun.
some cheesy sauce, right?
Jalapeno cheddar cheese and stone ground mustard.
That's impressive. So you're taking the spent grain from your brewery and actually using it towards your food with the pretzels.
We use it in the pretzels and we do it in our flatbreads.
That's awesome.
That's
The rest we
impressive.
give to a pig farmer. He feeds it to the pig. We buy the pig. We put it in the smoker.
And that's probably the sausage that's underneath.
Not these, but we do the whole thing. So,
This is delicious.
This is
cheers.
beautiful.
That's the blonde.
You got one too? Yes.
Next on the platter,
Really nice. Yes.
there's our pork sliders. Pork sliders, like I said, we do it from the products of the pork. We put it in our house smoker, smoke it for 12 hours. And the product you have is these wonderful sliders. It pairs awesome with the amber. The amber kind of melds with the meatiness of the pork, but it's not an overwhelming. So they kind of pair very nicely together.
The smokiness from the meat comes through.
Smoking it, but it's mild. It's mild. When
so
we do
good.
like a heavier meat, like a brisket, we'll move up to the stout. But try that.
Let me have one of those bad boys.
This is delicious. I tried some of this pork back when the chef was pulling it. Oh, it's so good. All by itself, it was delicious.
Beer pairing you can either complement or you can contrast.
Right.
The next one will be a contrast. These two pair nicely together because they're soft together.
Talk to us about the next one.
The next one is our mango habanero wings. Pairs nicely with an IPA. The IPA is a hoppy, spicier beer that cuts nicely with the sweet and saltiness of the spicy mango jalapeno. One thing about an IPA, when you're doing like a fatty meat or a spicy meat, when you take a sip of the jalapeno or the IPA after, it cleanses the palate and makes you ready for that next bite that you're going to enjoy.
It's that fine line of overpowering and balancing with the food, which...
And it cuts through fatty meats. It cleanses the palate. Same with cheese pairing. That IPA just cuts through the fattiness and the heaviness of whatever you're having, cleanses your palate so you're ready for the next bite.
This beer revolution just surprises me.
It's crazy.
It's awesome.
Please try this.
Because I never thought that anything would overtake wine, but it seems to have.
You can do more pairings with beer than you can with wine these days.
Beer and wings, we're all raised on this, but pairing them correctly is the science.
Raised on
And,
this? I was raised on mac and cheese, not wings and beer. Where were you raised?
I want to be raised at your house if you were raised at mac and cheese. Who cares where I was raised?
We'll be right back with more Taste Buds.
Mason, where's our Mason? We're
Here
at
we
a
go.
bar without a
Here we go.
bartender. Yay!
Fish tacos here for you.
Oh, so that's a cod. We saw that made in
It
back.
is, yeah. They're grilled fish tacos with some house-made salsa and guacamole.
Perfect. And the cabbage, guacamole,
yeah.
and
Also house-made coleslaw right there. We've got a little bit of chipotle mayo on there. Gives it a little bit of a kick, but not too much. Corn tortillas, pretty tasty stuff.
This
perfect.
looks ridiculous.
Do you know why they have 2 corn tortillas underneath tacos?
Because one's just not enough when you're loaded with that much fish.
No, you're supposed to pick up the one and eat it, and then all the stuff that falls out is your second taco.
Ah, I like it.
Yeah, you learned something on Taste Buds. So what are we drinking with this wonderful food?
We're going to do one of our signature cocktails. It's a Paloma. So what we use for this cocktail is we do 1 ounce of Los Altos Reposado tequila.
So reposado.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
You
I'm
tell
asking
me.
You. No.
I know you
said
brought me along,
There was
but
a
please.
question mark at the end of it. What does that mean?
I wanted to throw you underneath the bus
I
before
know,
I
you
gave
did.
you it, but...
I know what Reposado means. I don't know what Altos means.
So
Yeah.
all reposado has to be aged for at least 2 months, going
Right.
up to 12 months in barrel. Anything after that would be considered an añejo.
We're going to do 1 ounce of the Olmeca Altos tequila.
This is an interesting pour thingy.
It is. It's that way you can't see it's actually 3/4 of an ounce.
I don't see.
I just,
This is 1 ounce of Los Amantes Mezcal.
And so, what is mezcal?
It is actually... Go ahead.
no, you spoke first,
We have all
please.
these bar experts.
Feel that bus go back over you again? Yes.
Mezcal is a smokier version of tequila, so it gives it a more robust flavor. I cut it with a little bit of the Reposado tequila, I think with the grapefruit juice, gives it a more rounded overall feeling without being too overpowering with the smokiness, but gives it a nice depth of flavor.
How do they get the smoke in the mezcal?
Well, part of that's naturally from the agave. Most tequila is made from 100% Blue Weber agave, and that has a natural citrusy, more of a sweet notes.
So I added just a little dash of agave nectar, just as a little bit of a sweetener, a couple squeezes of lime juice, an ounce of fresh grapefruit juice, give it a little shake, and then at the end I'll top it off with a little bit of lemon lime soda, garnish it with a lime wedge and some salt, and you're pretty much good to go.
So
That's
this is
perfect.
like
Very classic is what he talked about. He had the salt on the rim. That's exactly what you want from a Paloma.
so is a Paloma close to a margarita? Or,
Very similar.
Similar, same idea. You're going for that tart with the tequila. Really refreshing cocktail for sure.
Got it.
It actually means dove in Spanish.
Right.
So.
La Paloma. I know that song. You want me to sing it?
Please.
More tequila first.
I'm
Then I'll
pretty sure
sing.
we have the man who could make this happen.
I know, we're not singing.
Is this a dare?
All right, which you want to try first? Taco or Paloma?
Oh, I'm a hooch man. I want to go for this. Is beautiful. I cannot wait.
He's
I
a
cannot
hooch
wait.
man.
Wild caught Alaskan cod, done on the grill.
It's a smoky margarita for
Yeah,
me.
with a little bit, yeah, and then the grapefruit juice is a little bit, more than your typical sweet and sour. So,
Yeah.
yeah, good.
It's like
Very
a
much-
classic mozzarella pairing. Like
Yeah.
I'm down
Oh, yeah.
south of
Yeah.
the border.
Close your
exactly.
eyes. We're in Mexico.
That's right. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Toes in the sand.
Toes in the sand. Yes. Can you have an umbrella? Do I have an umbrella for this? Yeah.
Why not?
This is delicious. Let me try your coleslaw.
Yeah, it's more of a peppery coleslaw than a sweet coleslaw, but it's very good. Comes with our fish and chips and a couple other entrees as well.
It's basically like a fillet.
Yeah, it is.
There's
That's
nothing
exactly what it
shredded
is.
about it.
No.
It's a really nice fillet cut.
Yep.
So props to your chef back there.
Oh yeah, no, they do a great job with all of our entrees right here. Makes my job easier pairing the cocktails with it for sure.
So does anybody ever say anything about fish tacos in an Irish bar?
They do. It's pretty funny. And I say we have damn good Mexican food for an Irish place.
We'll be right back with more Taste Buds.
Mason, what are you making for us next?
Definitely.
The next cocktail that we have going for you guys is the Barrel Aged Manhattan. We use Templeton Rye whiskey, a little bit of Antica vermouth. We age it an extra 5 weeks in-house in an American oak barrel. Super easy to make. Once the aging process is done, we just add 2 dashes of aromatic bitters, stir it down to give it a chill, garnish it with a Luxardo cherry, and that's it.
And the food you're going to be pairing with this is going to be?
That's going to be our corned beef and cabbage, one of our signature entree.
We're at the right place.
Yes,
Rooney's
you're
Irish Bar.
definitely at the right
Corned
place.
beef and cabbage right there for you.
And there's potatoes on top, and
Absolutely. A little bit of Creole mustard, cabbage, some carrots.
How specific are you guys with your butcher cuts?
Very, very specific. If you get too fatty of a piece, it will cook out all the way. You want an incredible amount of marbling that's well distributed through the beef, and it just melts in your mouth when it's done properly. So
Joel's happy. We high-fived this corned beef.
Nicely done.
yeah, and the Manhattan's an excellent complement. Just a touch of sweetness to it with that sweet vermouth.
Right.
Bitters give it that complexity. Just you go back and forth throughout the whole dish, and before you know it, they're both gone.
Joel's happy. Good taste bud. Happy taste bud.
So happy taste buds are good taste buds.
They are good taste
and
buds.
vice versa.
Exactly.
Our next cocktail is going to be a classic old fashioned.
Nice.
For this cocktail, we're going to use Basil Hayden's. It's got a relatively high rye content, which lends itself well to an old fashioned. We like booze forward classic cocktails here. I think they pair really well with the Irish pub grub that we serve. That tied in with the craft beer that we serve, I think is an excellent pairing all around and lends itself to a great experience here.
What was
I
that?
just added was a little bit of granulated white sugar. We've got some brown sugar cubes. We'll do 2 dashes of some orange bitters per cocktail. The muddling, breaking up that granulated sugar and those brown sugar cubes, also releases a little bit of the aromatics with the bitters.
That is some beautiful food.
And this is our Tommy Doyle right here. That's our signature steak that's on the menu.
There's a lot of going on here. So
there
pickled
is.
vegetables.
Wow.
Just
Brussels sprouts.
deep-
That's what those are.
I know. And then the steak on the mashed potatoes
Yep.
with the. There's a lot going on
Oh,
here.
yeah.
So what I liked about the reduction sauce that it's on is a cocoa reduction sauce. And I tasted it back in the kitchen. It was fantastic.
It is.
Let's dive in.
So what cut of meat is the steak?
That is a Chateau filet, so it's a super tender cut of meat.
It's beautiful. And it goes so well with that super smooth
Good.
old fashioned.
Good.
Just pick it up and put it in your mouth. For
I don't know
God's
how
sake.
to do this.
You use your fingers
This
like
is
an
a
animal.
mountain. This is a mountain of goodness.
It doesn't get much better than mashed potatoes,
I know.
good steak, good whiskey cocktail. I think that's
See, I'm going underneath. There's something about mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah, comfort food. Warms you
So
up from
good.
the inside, just like the whiskey, right?
It's also like a nice little Bordelaise reduction. It's really nice.
With cocoa.
A lot of yeah, you get a little bit of that cocoa hint, but it's more savory, beef forward, which is really nice. Perfectly paired with potatoes, so that's awesome. Thank you so much.
I judge dishes on how well the vegetables are done. Because I figure if a chef can do the vegetables correctly, then everything's done right.
I kind of agree with you. It's one thing to make a steak a certain way. It's another thing to be able to prepare the more delicate.
Right. Brussels sprouts is a vegetable that's got a bad rap, and now it's finally coming around.
Recreated,
Yeah.
as it should be, Just like the classic cocktails are having a resurgence, we see so many of these foods that have became passé and went away that are coming back, as they should, so.
That meat is perfect with the mashed potatoes. You never went after your onion rings.
Oh no, I'm going for it, but
Just
I don't
pick
need
it
that
up,
for either.
pick it up and put it in your damn mouth.
Ah.
There. So thank you, Tim, for hosting us and being my taste bud tomorrow. I'm taking you off to a little Mexican restaurant in downtown Pismo Beach, a taco stand.
I'm looking forward to
I
that.
know, it's going to be a Papi's
Gonna be a lot of
Grill. So now we've tried lots of different craft cocktails, 3 different beers, and there's more to try. So we want you to come down to Rooney's, tell them you saw it on Taste Buds, and then make sure you go to the Facebook page of Rooney's or Taste Buds and let us know how you feel. Thank you for joining us, another Taste Buds.
We'll be right back. for those chefs that truly create. Take something that is blank and turn it into art. The high is entertaining and everlasting, and it touches people. Thus, they must continue to experience the moment of creation, the inspiration of their souls reaching another's. I'm happy to say that I found another brilliant chef running a must-try small find in Pismo Beach called Papi's Grill. From the beginning, I was in love with this new bistro. Rosendo Perez took over the former Garlands, also known as Longboards and Bullwinkles, and produced a taco stand that will redefine the term taqueria.
I try to make everything here like as more natural as possible and more authentic as possible. We have fish taco, shrimp taco, carne asada.
And that's a good shrimp taco. I can smell all the different flavors coming off the grill. That's so cool.
Okay, the halibut, what we do is like we don't try to, move it too much. It's a lot of work, let me tell you.
It's a lot of work. That is really good.
But you taste the difference.
Hi, and welcome to Papi's Grill in downtown Pismo Beach. We are on the corner of Price and Wadsworth, just 2 blocks from the beach, and we're here with Rosendo, who is the owner and chef here.
The work you put in makes the difference.
A lot of work.
From the very beginning, I was here the first day, and it's one of those places that will just blow your mind. In the combination of gourmet, and yet it's just a taco stand. They've got nice outside seating, and the touches that he puts on his Mexican food, it's like nothing you've ever had before. And you do this every day, right? So the fish tacos are
Fresh halibut.
all the time.
I used to cook in a teppanyaki. I did it for about 7 years. I have been in the Japanese restaurant for over 22 years.
You're ready for something different.
For me, I just like to be simple. Good, but simple.
Yeah. So every single taco is made to order, right?
Yeah. Now we use corn. We roast our own corn.
You roast your own corn, right?
Yep.
Black?
Beans, black beans, pico. Okay. And we have to add the best thing ever, flavor, wine.
Wow, it's a white wine?
Yes. And what we do is put seasoning, and then
I like that you're adding liquid seasoning instead
keep it moisture.
Right.
Keep it a little bit moisture, and all the juice will keep inside. And my vegetables, I try not to overcook it.
You're gonna bring your wife back here, huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The whole family. Whole family.
Welcome. This is Tim from Tim Rooney's Irish Pub in Berkeley, California.
So happy to be here.
Welcome.
Happy to be here.
So you like Mexican food?
I love it. Love it.
Even though you're Irish.
Absolutely. Can't eat Guinness and potatoes every day.
That's true. That's true. It'd turn you white. Rosendo. So this is Rosendo, the chef and owner. Rosendo, this is Tim.
Hi.
Gustless meal.
This is the halibut taco. Pescado, all right?
Yum.
And this is the pasilla grande.
That's my favorite thing in the whole wide world.
It's 3 types of cheese, chorizo, and pasilla pepper. We grill it, and
You've got savory and sweet and spicy and
it's good. Really good.
so good. What's the green sauce on it? Is it tomatillo?
That's tomatillo and jalapenos in it, and cilantro.
Tomatillos are just green things trying to be tomatoes.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Okay.
It's very tasty. So what we do, we roast it. We don't fry it. It's roasted. And what we do is just roll it over. So it's roasted under, and then all the smoke, all the steam is cooking everything inside. So
You know, and one of the things I find here is that almost every time I come here, I find a chef eating here. And I think that's the truest testament of a restaurant is if the chefs eat here.
we're hungry. Right there is a halibut taco.
Halibut?
All right. I try to use a local halibut. It's more flavor, more tasty. We don't fry it. We grill it.
This is a masterpiece. Did you like your tacos?
I love that.
You know,
Fresh halibut, homemade tortillas. That's
Yeah, he does the
fantastic.
tortillas when you walk in, rolls them out, puts them on. I've never seen anything like that.
We make our own tortillas, like I said. So I always like with a little bit of crunchy.
I like them a little bit crunchy too. They're
Right? It's flavor. It's just flavorful.
It's much flavorful. I like them a little bit
Yeah.
with a little bit of oil, so they're just a tad crunchy but not deep fried.
Maybe you're Mexican too.
We'll be right back with more Taste Buds.
All right, so now you're making the chicken.
This is a chicken alambre called alambre.
Alambre.
Okay. Why I call alambre? Alambre is wire. So even my brother was making fun of me and like, why you name it alambre? Like, where do you keep your chicken? Around the wire. There's yellow squash, bell pepper, yellow, red, orange, onion. What's fajita? Nobody knows, but it's like, yeah, fajita. It's chicken with vegetables.
With vegetables, right.
Well, I call him alambre. You know, it's
You
not.
make it a trendsetter. This one gets cheese.
Oh yeah, I mean.
What kind of cheese is it?
This is 3 kinds of cheese: Gruyere, Monterey, and queso fresco.
Nice.
So by the time you put it in the plate, and by the time people get it in the table, the cheese is melting. So it just everything gets together.
So you make your chips here. And
Yeah, we
need
make
chips for these.
our own chips.
We have to try all these different
I have
flavors.
here my brother bring in
What
the
is that?
that's a shrimp taco.
Shrimp tacos.
And those are
fresh.
the-
They're hot.
Those are the chips.
And the guacamole.
We make our own guacamole too.
Guacamole.
Guacamole.
Guacamole. You
Yeah.
say it much better than I do.
Because I'm a Mexican.
But I have a Mexican palate, so I should be able
That's
to.
right. Anyways, we have these rajas burger.
Raha.
So
I
please.
saw your brother make that back there.
That's good.
That I
That is a
recognize.
really good.
And you have French fries.
Yes. Anyways, please enjoy it.
Papas.
and-
Papa fritas.
Papas fritas.
Papas fritas.
Papas
Yeah,
fritas.
every now and then I get a little Spanish out.
See? Como you know,
All right.
papas fritas.
Mhm. Well, the more Mexican food you eat, the better.
Please,
Spanish
maybe by the time we're done eating, you'll be speaking full Spanish.
I'm not gonna get your way down.
I'm just gonna put the burger right here.
It's-
So that's just.
This is fondue.
Fondue.
lack of-
Fundido.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's
Never seen that in any other Mexican restaurant.
Well, please
Anyway.
try. Enjoy.
and chorizo, and then a pico de gallo on top, and pasilla chilies.
Yeah. So you have tortillas for that. You can get tortillas with it. You can make your own taco,
okay.
or you can grab chips and kind of like a dip.
Or both.
Yep.
Or
It's
both.
your own place, so you can do whatever you want.
That's right. No, it's not fast food, but it's really good food that you can get kind of fast.
So see, this is the fundido. Everything has to get together. The wine, the cheese, the chorizo. So everything is like fusion. So now this pasilla rajas, those we put it in top of the fundido.
And there's several different kinds of cheese in here too, right?
Yep. Fresco, Monterey, and Gruyere, which is it's from Holland.
Really?
Holland?
Yep.
How do you say it?
Gruyere. It's kind of weird name, but
Gruyere.
something like
Guerere?
Gruyere?
Gruyere. That's right. Actually, that's right. Anyways,
That's how we say it.
that's what we say. But anyway, nobody like it. When I'm like grinding that cheese, nobody likes it around the kitchen because that
it's
is
a
so
stinky cheese?
strong.
Yeah.
But that's the flavor of it.
And I think that's the main ingredients in fondue. Swiss fondue is Gruyere.
It's
How did you say it?
Gruyere.
I like that. No, I like this combination. It's really good. Really, really good.
You will come pronunciation up to you.
Gruyere. See, what is that? That means like Holland cheese and Mexican, and it's combined.
That's what makes this place so special. Is it's not about you're not trying to be so authentic that you lose your flavor. You're such a master chef that you put together these flavors that just blew our minds.
A lot of love too.
Yeah, you're here all the time.
Well, somebody has to be here, right?
Somebody, yeah. But there's worse places to be.
Well, maybe my brother, Papi, the other Papi.
The other Papi?
He's
The
gonna
single
be
one.
the single one. He's the single. He's the cutest one, the baby in the family.
Brother?
Papi.
I thought he's the Papi Chulo. We need to find a girlfriend for him.
This is a public service announcement. We've done this for Taste Buds before and it works. So the shrimp tacos, oh my goodness. Serious, you guys have to come try this. Drag yourself out from wherever you are because this is the best.
you.
Thank you. Tres más cervezas.
Tres más cervezas.
See, look how good I'm getting.
Papi de los amigos.
Papi de la amigo. Oh, why didn't you call it that?
I don't know. It just come out of right now.
If there's an X on the sign, all the amigos, you know there was a that. Papi's is on Facebook, and I want you to come down here, try everything that I tried, or at least one or two things. Nobody eats as much as I do. And make sure you go and tell us what you thought about it. And when you come to Papi's, make sure you say that you saw it on Taste Buds, because you'll be nicer to them, right?
Always. Even if they don't say, I'm always nice.
I know you are. Everybody here is very nice. It's a family thing. Sometimes the 2-year-old is behind there with his little apron. It's very, very
Making
fair.
tortillas.
Making tortillas.
They like it. I'm trying to teach them, but
And
hopefully
your
here.
other son is 7. He serves the food, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's amazing food. You need to come down here. Okay, I'm going to put this in my mouth.
All right.
Because each time I eat more, my pronunciation gets better.
Vámonos con Papi's Tacos ahora on Pismo Beach. The beautiful sunset.
By La Playa.
Para la playa.
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 Vámonos con tu papi a la playa.
There we go.
Ahora.
Come to Papi's at the beach right now. See?
Vámonos, vámonos.
Look at that. You heated up food here and you speak Spanish.
You won't regret it. Amazing.
Oh, no.
Won't regret it.
Vámonos.
Amazing.
Ahora.
Thank you.
Try it. Vámonos ahora.
Vámonos ahora.
He sounds better than me.
I know he does. Yeah, do it with a Spanish.
Vámonos.
Irish accent.
Vámonos ahora con mi
Can't do
papi.
the Vámonos
Vámonos
ahora.
con mi papi.
All right. Now, vámonos ahora.
Vámonos ahora con mi
Vámonos
papi.
ahora.
Con mi papi. Con mi papi.
Con mi papi. Vámonos.
Aquí.
Ay.
Aquí.